Stop. Hey, it's Chris here. So we're going to do Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Such a cool song. Really, really simple as well. Just 4 chords in this song. Got an F minor, C minor, we got an E flat major, and a B flat major. Now there's a variety of ways that you can play that rhythm depending on if you just by yourself with an acoustic, or with your mates singing along, or if you're in a band. So I'll go through a couple of different methods. And also there's the riff. Pretty cool. Let's get into it. Okay. 4 chords in the song, really straightforward. F minor, bar chord. Okay, first finger right away across all the frets. And I got my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, the 5th string, and I got my 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. Now I get it. If you're not used to playing bar chords, that's really difficult. I get that, right? But you've got to persevere, because the sooner you get playing bar chords, the more it's going to open up your whole repertoire and you're going to be in for lots of fun. First chord, F minor. 2nd chord is the C minor. Again, a bar chord. When I played this particular bar chord, this tip of my 1st finger just mutes the bottom string, because you don't want that ringing out. You can just use the tip of your finger to mute that one out. Pretty cool. So we've got 2 chords. 3rd chord, all the way up here on the 6th fret, we're playing an E flat major. Now I play this one with, again, a bar chord, bar in this one right across the 6th, and I use this type of style for that type of bar chord, which is my 3rd finger fretting 3 notes, and I'm fretting 3 notes on the 8th fret there on the D, G and B string. Some people play it like this. I find that a bit awkward. I would persevere and try to nail that. Some people struggle with that position and getting the top E string in, but sometimes I don't even play that one. You can just, again, mute it. This kind of mutes it softly here, just raising that finger a little bit. That's the 3rd chord. And there's a couple of other ways that we can play these chords, which I'll show you shortly, of course. And then the last chord is a B flat major, and another bar chord on the 6th fret, and that's just 6th fret 1st finger, then I got the 3rd finger here, my left hand, on the 8th fret of the A string, and I've got this 4th finger here on the 8th fret of the D string. 2nd finger here on the 7th fret of the G string. So we have you can already hear it, right? Those are the simplest ways of doing this without getting into silly stuff like capos and all the rest of it. Persevere with it, because they're bar chords. You can easily transpose it. Say I wanted to play in a different key, maybe up 1 tone for my singer. I could just move the whole thing up 2 frets. Bar chords are so cool, right? Now, in terms of rhythm, it's up to you how you do this. You could just do a straightforward strum. All downstrokes. And it is actually just 1 bar per chord. But I love funk. And I like nice funky rhythms, you know, so the way I play this, just naturally, I tend to put a funky sort of vibe on it. Now, what I must say is there's obviously no guitar on this original track, so whatever you do is not wrong. You know what I mean? It's like your interpretation. So make up your own rhythm, right? One of the ones I've been using here is... Now I'm using a lot of right hand palm muting here. Just deadens them a bit. It's great for that sort of funky type of thing. And I'm hitting the root note. And I'm just using these fingers to pluck the three middle strings of the chord, if you like. So the D, G and B string, the fourth, third and second strings here. That's the first part. And I'm just doing a little sweep with my finger here. Again, as I said, you could do any rhythm that you like. Just start playing with it. Now let's get into the riff. Okay, for you nerdy geeks, this is actually in the key of E flat major. And the relative minor is C minor. And that's the pentatonic scale we're using for the riff. Alrighty? Alright, so the riff is taking some of those notes from that C pentatonic scale, really. Very simple. Starting on the 10th fret here. Really simple, right? Really simple. So we're on the 10th fret to the 8th. Then down to the D string on the 10th fret, back up to the 8th on the G10. So that's the first part, right? Again. The second part of the riff goes up to the 11th on the B string. B string, 8 B string, 10, G, 8 G, back to 10. Again, a tempo. Straightforward, right? Alright, let's put it all in context. I put a little basic track together and I'll play that and I'll play along and hopefully you can join in too. Okay, so I was thinking as I was putting that little drum track together, which I'll play right now, I was thinking that there's some other ways you can play this, right? Alright, what about just taking 3 notes of each chord and simplify it? This works particularly well if you're playing in a band, all right, and you've got like you know, drums, bass guitar, all right. So if the bass player is playing the root note or whatever, or keyboard, synth or something, you can just a common thing for guitarists, right? You just pick out a few elements and put a few notes, and you just pick out the things that are going to work rhythmically. So I was thinking you could just take these. So it's 3rd fret on the D string, 1st fret on the G string, and the 1st fret on the B string. That's your F minor. And you can get your C minor by sliding it all up 2 frets, putting your little pinky down on the 5th on the G, and then putting your 2nd finger down on the 4th on the B. C minor there. And then you can get your E flat major just by taking that same shape, but putting your 1st finger down on the 3rd fret here, and then taking your pinky off. So C minor, E flat major, and then just barring those 3 across there on the 3rd fret, the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string. That's your B flat. So you have that's just silly. Hey, the main thing is to have fun. Feel like you're having fun. You want to feel it and you want to have fun with music, right? Make a good sound. Feel like a good sound, right? Guys, thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed it. You can probably tell I had a whole heap of fun. It was just awesome. You're probably thinking, who is this crazy guy? But I'm going to be putting out a lot more content like this. So do subscribe to me. Hit the like button. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think. Hang on a minute. Is this microphone still on?